Hey everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays. And new logo, right? New logo that y'all haven't seen. Not my logo, the lovely one above my head. But yeah. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays. And today we are here to play some DC Superheroes United. DCSHU. So I want to give a huge shout out to Steve and Kim from over at the Co-op Guild. They were able to uh, work it out to where I could get sent a preview copy from Come On. So they worked it out. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And we're going to get into playing. So this is going to be a double feature play, actually, for people who are rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? I know. So this is going to be a double feature play. We're going to be playing two villains, so that you could get a good breadth of the variances of villains. We're going to talk about the upcoming Game Found campaign, and then we're just going to get into some gameplay, right? That sounds good? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So before I begin, I just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither, just coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. I know for people who've never been on my channel before, just to let you know, I have it on subscriber only mode for the chat only because in the past I've been inundated with those sleazy porn bots that kind of spam you and say, hey, hotgirl.com is ready, or manhole.com, go to there and see that stuff. And I don't want that to interrupt our playthrough. So instead, I turned on subscriber only mode. You can, and don't go look up those sites. So, but you can come in and just enjoy the banter in the chat, as well as the gameplay, and just enjoy the playthrough. If you want to pop in the chat to ask a question, you just have to subscribe. Then you could chat. Then you can chat with everybody. Do not feel obligated to say subscribed. If you're like, yeah, I'm cool, I want to chat, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to stay that permanently. Then just unsubscribe at the end. No harm, no foul. I'm not a number chaser, so feel free to pop in, chat, pop out whenever you're ready. So let's see. What do we got here? Kim, the Kim is here. Hello, Kim. Three in a band. I have to keep the record alive, Kim. I got to keep it alive. Kate, hello, hello. Kate, thank you so much. So, Kate let me know that I'm old and I set it for the wrong 11 o'clock, right? If we were on a 24 hours number, we'd be fine. It would be 2300 instead of, it'd be 1100 instead of 2300. So I fixed it this morning and I apologize for that goof up. So thank you, Kate, for letting me know that. Same thing with Matt. Thanks. Norlith, hello. My body and soul is ready. Nelly, the plane's almost there. Hurry up, hurry up. Gunner, hello, hello. KC, what's going on? Chris, good morning. How's it going? How's it going? Yeah, we're gonna have a good time just playing through this and having a fun old stint. So let's get down to the table. We're gonna pull up the game found page, run through some sturf, and then we're gonna just get into it and start playing. Sound good? Yeah? Alright, let's do it. Okay, see, I got table stuff set. Got table stuff, but before table stuff, we're gonna go to the game found page. All right, so DC Super. How much of us are just gonna call it DC United? Anyway, DC Superheroes United is set to start in 4 days. So in 4 days, we will have the campaign going live, and you can then present to squander all your money like I'm probably going to, because yesterday they had their first live stream chat about what's coming up, and they talked about Teen Titans, and I was like, damn it. I like Teen Titans. I'm gonna get that too. Yep. We're all gonna call it DC United. Hey Raph, what's going on? Uh Tiviz 014, Trigon, let's go. Yeah, so they talked about let's go ahead and go into the updates here. It's right here on my side, so if I turn my head, don't feel like I'm ignoring you. Let's see. Is this the one where I just want them to show the box. I don't want to go through the video. Show me the box. It should be in the project update now. Let's go to the project update. It should be in here now then. Do 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 do. it is not, but there's a lot of people who did videos. Um, so basically, they have Trigon as the villain, and then all of Teen Titans, all of the original Teen Titans are on there going forward. So I'm super pumped about that. I think that's going to be amazing. Just amazing. Is this the Hush Hush one that they did? And then, of course, yeah. So you'll see it when the campaign starts. But anyway, you can see it at the beginning of it where they talked about, yeah, right here, where they have that. Any more pictures they got? Yeah, cool. Does anyone else question their timing releasing this when people are getting their massive boxes for Marvel Season 3? It's already a lot to store. Greg, if you start trying to make sense of all of this, it all just falls apart, man. No one has the storage capacity to hold all 3 seasons plus this new one. But we're gonna get it anyway because we're weak. We're weak and we accept it. I'm probably quarreling, but if there are pets, that would push me. Chris, I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. Anyway, sorry to ruin your stream. Yeah, they start applying logic to this. It all just falls apart. All right, so basically, you're going to see this be a massive campaign with a lot of heroes added. I don't know if their plan is to just do a $500 one season everything DC campaign while they have the license, or if they're going to split it out in 3 seasons like they did with Marvel. So just bear in mind, a lot of that information is going to come up when they're yeah, I know, right? When in the 4 days throughout the campaign. The plan that's going to be coming up for us is Steve and Kim from Co-op Guild and I are going to get together, and when the campaign goes live, we're going to talk about everything that is present when it goes live. We're going to talk about the differences in some mechanics that are being introduced. And then coming close to the end, when the all-in is announced, we're going to have another video, the 3 of us talking about, okay, what to expect, what's worth the money, price, buyer's guide of what you want, what you don't want, all that other stuff. We're going to do a full video. We're going to do 2 videos on that. Live chat, so you could come and ask a bunch of questions and go from there. All right? Cool? Cool. Cool. Okay, you're here for some gameplay. So, for this, we're going to be taking on Cheetah to start off for our first fight. So let's talk about Cheetah. Slide in, lady. So Cheetah, or the Cheetah, she is one of Wonder Woman's villains. So I believe she and Wonder Woman used to be friends, and then she got possessed by a cat god in the Amazon, and now she's evil. So a really good representation of Cheetah, though, if you're curious in DC lore, because I'm a comic book nerd as a kid. So just to let you know that there is a Catwoman, series, a Catwoman movie on Netflix, I believe, or it's on HBO Max. I can't remember which one, but it features her in her wonderful splendor of being ridiculously powerful. So you should check out how strong she is while watching that Catwoman series, just to let you know. All right, so Cheetah, we're going to be playing with 3 heroes, because that's how I do. My brain can't handle 4. 7 health. What's interesting is that it's 7 health on 3 and 4. Usually they scale it up more, but special rules. When a single hero enters the Cheetah's location, so when we enter the Cheetah's location, and there are no other heroes there, she moves clockwise to the next location with a threat if possible. Interesting. So if we want to beat her, if we want to beat her, that's going to be tricky. We're going to have to put someone in a place with a threat, let her hop there, and then go from there. She's going to be interesting to fight. All right, KO. Draw a Master Plan card and add it face down in the storyline. Overflow. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in the overflowed location and in each adjacent location. And then, bam, which will be happening a lot for me, because if you've ever watched me play a game of Marvel United, deal 2 damage to 1 hero in Cheetah's location, then 1 damage to a different hero there. Yikes. This is interesting. That special rule, I like that. I like that. You give me homebrew ideas. All right, let's throw her out the way. Throw up her counter. Barf with her 7 health. Okay, what do we got? I have, Casey says, I have all of the first 2 seasons in 5 boxes. I have all the minis for season 1 and season 2, plus the exclusive stuff in 2 boxes. Um, I've done something a little bit different with, and I posted it on the Facebook. I posted it on Facebook on the United Facebook. So I did something a little different with the heroes. I added hero cards. Like I took cassette tapes and I did all that, and I made J sleeves for the cassette tapes. Put the cards in there, and they're hanging on my wall, like right over there. But if you want to see what that looks like, and you're like, "Oh, that sounds cool. What does that look like?" If you go on there on the United Facebook page, I posted it all there, and in the Discord, I posted it all there too, so you can see it. But yeah, I have them all plus the homebrew stuff that I've done all in those, all on the wall, and I think it looks fabulous. So, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What did I just click? They teased the Spider-Geddon style Batman Hush retail box too. I'll be getting that. Anything Batman, I'm gonna get. Just to let you know. Hey Steve, if only we had one. If only we had one place for all DC stuff, like a stream, the parent company. Yep. This is gonna be good. Okay, I have all my. Yeah. There's a max of 3 equipment cards for. Ease up. I'm gonna calm down, children. I have to do setup. Calm down. Calm down. We'll do it. We'll do it. We'll get there. Man, anxious. All right, so if y'all are anxious, let's get into it. So we're fighting against Cheetah. We've got her master plan deck and her placard set up, and we've got the 6 locations. I'm using the Marvel United Season 2 map, just a player board, just to let you know, because a lot of people don't like it. They think it's a waste of space. I love this thing. I just think it's a good representation. The Season 3 one has taken away this outer circle, so it's just the inner one, and then you could play as you like. But I don't know what the plan is for the DC one. So whatever the DC one ends up being, it probably might be even smaller. So we'll see. But I love this mat. I think it's fantastic. I'm sorry that it says Marvel come on, so please forgive me, but I'm representing your mat, and I think it's beautiful. Okay, so our locations are going to be Smallville. Smallville says if you have 1 or 2 cards in hand, you may draw 1 card. So this is the healing location to help you get as close to 3 as possible. That doesn't mean it means 3 health. We have the Hall of Justice. You may discard 1 card to the bottom of your deck to either remove 1 crisis token from anywhere, that's a new one, or gain a heroic token or punch token or do a heroic action or punch in any location. So pretty good, pretty good. We've got Metropolis. You may rescue 1 civilian from this location. We've got the Watchtower. You may remove from the game 1 card in your hand to flip any card in the storyline. That's cool, yet scary. Then we have, I wonder, I'm gonna make a villain that does that. Anyway, then we have Themyscira, home of the Amazons. If there are no thugs in this location, you may gain 1 heroic or punch token. And then finally, Atlantis, the Lost Kingdom of Atlanta. If this location has any empty thug or civilian slots, you may fill it with 1 crisis token to gain 1 wild token. It's like a push-pull thing, but sure. Sure, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So that is that. We've got our lovely threats that we're going to play. I haven't even gotten over here yet, so whoever's coming in, don't tell me about this. I haven't gotten here yet. Okay, so let's shuffle this up and show you our threats. Jocko, thank you so much for the super chat to help get these unruly children in line. So thank you, Jocko, so much. So we've got Hunter's Hideout. Heroes ending their turn in this location take 1 damage. Cool, we'll just start that there. Our next one is going to be Hideout in the dark. Heroes starting their turn in this location must ignore one action symbol at the bottom of their hero cards. Okay. We've got another hideout in the dark. And if you notice, the symbols here aren't all heroic. There's move, there's punch. It's all different, and it's all pretty. Another hideout in the dark. Okay, we're going to split that up because that could be super bad for a turn. And another hunter's hideout. And finally, another hunter's hideout. So pretty cool. Okay, so we've done that. We'll shuffle this up, and then we'll get over to the hero side because everyone's curious on why I have 6 cards out instead of just 3. So here we go. So the first thing that comes up is if you're going to play with equipment, you need to remove the double wild from each character that's going to use equipment, right? So take those double wilds, pop them out of there. That's the first thing. Second thing is you can only have 3 equipment max with a hero. So what's pretty cool about that is Batman comes with a lot of equipment because he's the gadgety Batman. He has batarangs. So use on your turn, punch in an adjacent location, then turn this face down. And when you turn it face down, it says recharge. At the beginning of your turn, discard 1 action token to turn this face up. So at the beginning of our turn, we could discard, flip it back up, and then we got a free punch. Which this is going to be interesting for Cheetah since she likes to move a ton. So I'm going to take the Batarang as one of my 3 cards. The next card we have is Antidote. Use on your turn or at the end of a villain turn. Any hero, hey Meeple Monkey, happy birthday to Meeple Monkey's daughter, so say happy birthday. Use on your turn or at the end of a villain turn, any hero in your location discards all their crisis tokens, then turn this face down. Flip it. At the beginning of your turn, discard 1 action token to flip this face up, so it's costing action tokens. We don't have to worry about crisis tokens for this one, so we're not going to use the Antidote. Next up, we have Cape Wings. Use on your turn to move, then turn this face down. Flip it over, and of course, use an action token to get it back. So, what do we got? What am I saying? Was hoping she had henchmen. I was looking forward to seeing the new mechanics you told me about. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So this one, for some good movement, I think I am gonna use this one and this one. So we're gonna say that. We've got Grapnel. Use on your turn, move 1 thug or civilian from an adjacent location to your location, then turn this face down. And I bet you, at the end of your turn, if you played a hero card with no movement symbols at the bottom, flip this face up. So we're not going to use this one because I don't want to pull people around, so we're going to skip that. Finally, we have Armored Gauntlets. Use on a villain turn. Ignore 1 damage dealt to any hero in your location, then turn this face down. A little bit of damage mitigation. Spend an action token to flip it face up. So we are going to use this one, so that's our 3rd. And just so the 4th one's, the 6th one, sorry, so you can see it, is Lie Detector. Use on your turn, flip up to 2 thugs or civilians in your location, then turn this face down. And finally, an action token will bring it back. So we're not going to use that. So we've got our 3 that we're going to use. The other 3 we're just going to put off to the side and not use. And that's going to be his starting 3. Let's take a look at... So I was first to wish her. That's awesome. That's awesome. So let's go ahead and take a look at Aquaman. Yes, I chose Aquaman because nobody else would do it. I did it. I did it. Trident of Poseidon. Use on your turn to either draw 1 card or perform a heroic action in any location, or double punch, split as you like in your and adjacent locations, then turn this face down. Muha. At the end of your turn, discard 2 cards to turn this face up. So to me, once again, with the Cheetah runaway stuff, adjacency hits work well. Aquaman is fantastic. And then we've got Diana, or as you like to call her, the Wonder Woman. She has her lasso of tooth. Yes, I said tooth. Use on your turn if the villain is in your or an adjacent location. Look at the top card of the master plan deck. You may place it at the bottom, then turn this face down. So Lasso of Truth to get some reveals. During your turn, forfeit 2 heroic actions to turn this face up. That doesn't mean spending tokens. That just means if I have 2 heroic actions, I can forfeit them, including a token, to flip this back over, which is fantastic. We have the invisible jet. And when Kim used this, I thought this was so hilarious. Let me turn my volume down a little. I'm spiking. Okay. When Kim used this, I thought this was so hilarious. I mean, the artwork for this invisible jet is just bar none the best art I've ever seen in all of art history, right? I mean, you can't, the detail in the jet, the detail, you can actually see you can actually see, the name on the jet that says, hashtag Themyscira rocks. Use on your turn, move to any location. You may bring another hero in your location with you, then turn this face down. Recharge. During your turn, forfeit 2 movement actions to turn this face up. So that's one. She's all about, seems like she's all about forfeiting actions to be able to use her abilities. And then the Bracelets of Submission. Use on a villain turn, ignore 1 damage dealt to any hero in your location and turn this face down. Ooh, this could stop a 3 and a bam from wrecking me completely. Okay, I ain't mad about that. So forfeit 2 punch actions to turn this face up. Okay. Daigo said we would be getting an intangible invisible jet with our boxes too. That's awesome. So that is hers. These 2 have starting hand cards. You do not. I don't believe you did. I just double check and then I'll just do a quick reshuffle. Yeah, you don't. So shuffle it up. This artwork, just to let you know, is gorgeous. I think the artwork, whoever the artist is for Marvel United, or the group of artists, have done a phenomenal job with the artwork of this game, bar none. I mean, even since from season 1, it's just looked fantastic. So let's go ahead and give Batman a shuffle. The Batman. All right. So 1, 2. We'll give the Aquaman a shuffle. I know you don't have a starting hand. So people like to sleep on Aquaman. He's an interesting hero. He's an interesting hero. If you ever watched the old Justice League, not the 70s, 80s Justice League, Justice League, or Spider-Man and his friends, but the one that kind of re-kickstarted the DC owning animation. He had a really good episode. So 1, 2, 3. And then Wonder Woman. Not the Super Friends one. Not the Super Friends one. The one that came with Justice League and Justice League Unlimited. I think that series is what really kickstarted DC owning animated movies. Yeah. The DCAU shows. Yep, that's the one. All right. Let's take a look at our starting hand, shall we? Batman. So, tactical analysis. During any of your turns, flip this card to flip any master plan card in the storyline. So what's really cool about this right here, I know a lot of people who are coming to or haven't played they've only played the core box of season 1 or the core box of season 2 or something that hasn't really had it. And a lot of people see this and think this is a new mechanic. It's not. Wolverine has, it's not the flip face down, but Wolverine has lasting constant things. So does Dagger. So does so many other heroes in the other boxes. But what I do appreciate about this is that they've done a UI update on this mechanic so you can actually tell, okay, well, we're going to flip this card, so let's give a flip card symbol. All right, so if you're seeing this, it's not a new mechanic, it's just new UI. But this is a wild. So it says during any flip this card to flip any master plan card in the storyline. Cool. We've got a punch, and this art is gorgeous. And then we've got his starting card, which is Bat Gadgets. Gain 1 wild token or recharge up to 2 of your equipment cards at the end of your turn. Pretty cool, and gain a wild token for it. So that's Batman's starting hand. The Aquaman is going to have a move and a punch, a move and a punch, and then Tidal Wave. Yeah, Marrow had a flip card too. You're right, Marrow does have a flip card. Marrow's flip card is Second Heart. If she dies, you can flip that over to bring her back to life. Feral has one too for damage. So as I said, it's not a new mechanic, it's new UI. So Tidal Wave. During any of your turns, flip this card to move any number of thugs and civilians from your location to an adjacent location, or vice versa. Cool. So shifting stuff around so they don't overflow is not a bad thing. And then the Wonder Woman. Amazonian Power. Punch or recharge your bracelets of submission equipment at the end of your turn with a move and a star, an heroic, a wild, and then the Lasso of Truth. Attach a stun token to a henchman in your location or recharge your Lasso of Truth equipment at the end of your turn. Stun is amazing because they can't bam when you stun them. So cool. So that is just amazing. All right, we're ready to party. So I have done full setup to everyone's satisfaction. So now we can begin. We're starting in the Watchtower, as you can see here. And Cheetah is starting over here in Smallville, causing a ruckus. So we're going to draw our first card, and let's see what Cheetah's going to do. Awesome. Move clockwise. Is this a 3 and a bam? Move clockwise to the next location with the hero with the most face-up cards with special effects in the storyline, if possible. Ooh, no one has it. No one has special. Okay, so... Ooh. It would have been a 3 and a bam, but it's not. It's not, actually. Move clockwise to the next location with the hero with the most face-up cards with special effects in the storyline, if possible. It would have been a 3 and a bam, but she's not moving because that condition is not met, so it's a 0. Void Wind. One hero in the Cheetah's location takes damage equal to the number of their face-up cards with special effects in the storyline. So no heroes are in there, therefore that would have been a bam, like it could have been 2 damage, 3 damage, that type of thing. So she's not going to move. She's going to stay where she is, and then she is going to drop 2. But that was almost a 3 and a bam. No, well, Kate, it technically was a 3 and a bam. The only thing is just I didn't have any cards in the storyline. So she's going to drop 2 in this location, and she's giving me a lot of work to do too. So that's a lot of work I have to do. 2 in that location. Yeah, you're correct. So there we go. So that ends that. Then it's going to go to Wonder Woman's turn, where she's going to draw her first card, which is a heroic. Okay. So we want to do... Both of these are horrible, but it is what it is. So we're going to do, because we're going to give somebody a move and a star, we're going to do a move and a star with our Amazonian Power. To go here, we are going to move... We're going to drop a star here. No. We're going to move here, drop a star, and punch a dude in the face. Yes, this will do nicely. Then this says hero starting their turn must ignore one action symbol. That's okay. Atlantean Physiology. Draw one card or gain one heroic or punch token. Lots of good options. All right, so we are going to do this one. Yes. To do that, to move here, heroic, the other movement, and punch. Clearing that. And then we may rescue from this location at the end of our turn. Boom, boom, boom. Ha ha ha! Cool. Okay, so that ends that. Then we've got the Batman. The Batman gets, good lord. Master Martial Artist. This turn, you may treat punches on the previous hero card as double punches. Move and a punch. This is interesting. So we're gonna send you the other way. I think we might do that. We could use some equipment cards to move. And then we've got another move and we can mitigate. So I'm gonna use my equipment to flip this face down to move to grapple this way. And then I gotta move in a punch. And let's throw in the other punch. And then we'll do this. And I will move over here. And then punch. And punch. And heroes ending their turn in this location take a damage. So I'll take a DiMaggio. I'm not ready for this card to show up. So let me flip that down there. I'll take 1 damage. Cool. Ta-da! First turn. Cheetah. Dadgummit. She KO'd Batman. Dadgummit. I can make that not a KO, but let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Deal 2 damage to one hero in Cheetah's location. Batman's going to flip his armored gauntlets face down to not die. And he's going to take a punch to the face. Let's do tactical analysis. Good lord. There we go. That would have been awful. And then she's going to place 1, 2, 1, 2, and just like that, that was not, no, that was a thing. That was a thing that occurred. All right, so this thing doesn't take effect because we cleared it. Yep. So therefore, we're not going to face any penalties. We get to draw a card. It is a move and a punch. Yeah, it hurt. He punched me, and it hurt. It hurt. So we've got a double punch going on over here. I think that's the only place she can be useful presently. I can play a star, but I can't move and do anything with it. So this is the only place she can be useful. So she's going to move over here and punch and punch. Then Aquaman is going to get Life Force Connection. Choose another location. This turn, you may use your heroic and punch actions there. Ooh. This actually might be worth it. Because I can help Batman a little. Yeah, I can help Batman a little with this. So I am going to use Life Force Connection. And we could use heroics and punches there. I could do it over there to make things better. But I think we want to clear Atlantis is alright. I don't think Batman's moving, so let's do something else. I got a wild, a punch, and a move. I'm too close to this to putting her under pressure, which I don't want to do. So let's just say choose another location. So everything's going to happen in one location. The universe has reasserted itself. I could also use this to kind of help with stuff. So I can use my trident to double punch, split as you like in your and adjacent locations, and turn this face down. So I can move here, and I can mitigate that for sure, but that's putting a lot of stuff where I don't want it to be. Let's help the Batman. We're going to do punch and use my wild there for that. And I'm actually not going to move, so we'll rescue a civilian from here. So that looks good to me. Okay. The Batman, draw your card. The world's greatest detective. Look at the 2 topmost cards from the Master Plan deck, then put them back in the same order. I could also recharge 2 of my equipment right now if I wanted to. With a WA token, I know I'll be ignoring 1 symbol, but let's mitigate what's coming. So I have to ignore a symbol. Either one, it doesn't matter because I'm clearing that. That's the plan. So let's clear this. And then let's look at the top 2. And it is... And then put them back in the same order. Okay, so the top one's going to be this. This is a new mechanic. So move counterclockwise to the next hero with next location with any heroes, and then bam. So that would be Aquaman. And we'll be okay where she lands that. So that's going to be on top. Now, this is a new mechanic. In Season 1 and Season 2 and Season 3, there are no villains who explicitly, I got to be very careful when I say this, do things as soon as, or gain new abilities when they go under pressure. And that's what this symbol means. When the villain falls under pressure, when we clear 1 mission, instead of doing that, we'll do this instead. Right? So just keep that in mind. The card that's on top of that is a 4 and a BAM. So we need to make sure that the 4 area is clear. So as long as we make sure of that, we should be okay. So that's what's coming out. So we'll put that back on top because we know that's coming. Hey, Matthias, what's going on? All right, so we know what's coming up. It's the Cheetah's turn, right? So let's go ahead and take this, put it here. And so she's going to move counterclockwise to the next location with any heroes. Foop, 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 foop. And then she's going to bam, hitting Aquaman for 2, which is okay. He could take it. He could take it. 1, 2. And then she's going to drop 2 thugs. The locations are okay. And a thug here, and 1 thug here. All right. Wonder Woman! So you have to ignore 1 symbol, right? Oh, we could have cleared it if we didn't have to. Move to any location. You may bring another hero on your location with you. Use your turn, villainous. That's not too much. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 and do some issues there, which is going to cause an overflow. There's not a darn thing I could do about that, is there? I think you've got to help Batman clear some stuff. This is the heal location, too. Attach a stun token to the henchman in your location or recharge your last. I can use the invisible jet to move there. I'm still going to be ignoring a symbol. And she can take the hit. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the invisible jet to move myself. She'll be taking an unnecessary damage if I do that. I can move her here. I tell you what, let's do this. And then she'll just do this, and that'll be her bit. She'll take 1 damage instead of 2, and that's fine. You need to move. Oh, yes, I did that right. Aquaman's turn. Atlantean Physiology, draw 1 card or gain 1 heroic or punch token. Well, it's kind of what we got, right? So we can draw a card, get him some health back. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a card to get him some health back. We can then move here and put boop boop on there. So then we'll move here. You'll lose that card, which is okay, because we want to do that. Yes. And then you'll get hit at the end of your turn, take a damage, do that. It's all about the thinking. All right, so then it's Batman's turn, and you need to move. For sure. So we can recharge our equipment. Yeah, and that'll help. We're going to have an overflow here, potentially an overflow here. It won't kill her, but she'll probably take 2 damage, but you need to move. We can do it's either a wild or a double wild, or 2 equipment cards back. Let's do a wild. You have to move, sorry. Sorry, dude. I could have gained a wild token for clearing this, but I didn't. Instead, I'm going to move here and do this. And that's going to end my turn. So we know Cheetah's going to do her 4. So let's go ahead and flip it. She's doing a 4 and a bam. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Nobody's there to take the 2 damage. So we're okay. But the overflow is going to kick. So she is going to drop. Boom. Boom. And then this is going to overflow. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in the overflow location and each adjacent. So Wonder Woman's the only one taking that hit, and that's okay. That was the plan. We could do our bangles to dodge that damage, but I think we're okay so far. So cool. We're good. We're good. Things are lining out. We're feeling good about ourselves. Wonder Woman still has to ignore a symbol, so we're going to do that to clear this with the wild. And then this says, you may discard 1 card from the bottom of your deck to either remove 1 crisis token anywhere or perform a heroic or punch in any location. Nope. We're not trying to die yet. All right, Kate. Take care. Cool. Aquaman's turn. Flip. Choose another location. This turn you may use your punch or heroics there. Or we could do this, which would be a move, blah. Draw a card or punch. Let's do the wild. Uh-oh, that'll put you under pressure. Are we ready for that? I don't know if we're ready for that. Let me think. We could do this to draw a card, but it's just a move, which isn't that great. Why? Why do I have to put... Oh, it filled up and overflowed. Yep. Good cacciatore. I forgot to do that. All right, so I was like, what did I miss? Nope, it overflowed here. I just saw it. I just didn't respond to it. I saw it in my head. I just didn't respond to it. Okay, so Aquaman can draw a card. We don't know where she's moving, and she definitely could KO him. But we could put her under pressure, which is bad. However, we could do this. I can move here, punch a guy, and then prepare the Batman. So I'm going to move here, punch a guy. All right, Batman. The stage is set, sir. The stage is set. So let's see what happens. It's Batman's turn. Indomitable Will. If you're about to be KO'd during a villain turn, flip this card to avoid discarding your last card. You are not KO'd and draw one card. Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, perfect. So we can get her all ready to start getting punched up with that card. Or I could do a double wild. I feel like I should hang on to this. And do this with the double wild. Because if I do the double wild... Nope. Nope, nope. Let's do this. I know I have to ignore a symbol. I know that. But I can punch in an adjacent location to clear that, and then punch here. That's the plan. And that'll stop me from dying. Or I could do the double wild here and just move over here, which is probably the best bet. So I'll get the wild, have a wild. This has to be ignored. So move, punch, clear. All right. Well, we've cleared these two. And let's slide you down because the villain is now under pressure. Under pressure. And you may remove from the game one card in your hand to flip any card in a storyline. Nah, that's okay. That's okay. Okay. All right, well, she's under pressure and it's her turn anyway. So, works out. What do we got? So now, we would have done this, but since she's under pressure instead, so that would have hurt. This would have hurt, but instead move counterclockwise to the next location with no heroes, and bam, and then do this. So that would have hurt, but now she moves here, and then a lot of bad things are gonna... Well, we're okay. We're okay with what's gonna happen. So she's gonna move there, bam, take 2 damage. Nobody's there to take that damage. She will then place here, overflow. Wonder Woman will take a hit for that, and Batman's gonna die. All right, so she will overflow here. 1 damage to 1 hero in the overflowed location, and in each adjacent location. So Wonder Woman would take a hit. Let's ignore that damage, please. And then over here, and Batman would go down. Batman goes down. We take one of her Master Plan cards and add it face down in the storyline. And there we go. All right, so it is Wonder Woman's turn. She'll flip, flip. Which is the stunner? That's blocking damage. I thought she had a stunner. Oh, it's this card. Okay. Her thing is when a single hero enters the Cheetah's location and there are no other heroes there, she moves clockwise to the next location with a threat. which would be here. So I could chase her around and start pummeling her. That's for sure. So how do we want to set her up? We can set her up and knock her down. We got a wild. I can fly to her location with the jet. She'll move here. And she'll just keep moving around the board. She'll move until I get her here. And I think that that's the thing I need to do. I need to fly her over here with the jet. She's going to move here. I'm then going to move here, and she'll move here. Setting her up for the Batman rope-a-dope. Her moving here isn't a bad thing. Her moving here is not a bad thing, actually. Yeah, I think I want to get her here. So let's do this. I'm going to flip the jet, move here. She will hop away. Then I'm going to play this lovely card, Amazonian Power with the move and Heroic. The move is important. So let's do the Heroic here. And we're going to recharge one of our abilities to dodge down. Let's do the jet. Recharge the jet. Oh, it's the bracelets. We got to recharge the bracelets. Sorry, it's the bracelets we recharge with that. And that's it. I'm not going to move. I have a wild to use too. So that was the star. I'm going to use the wild. Let's rescue another here. I can wild move, making her move to Batman. Then Aquaman's turn, we could double punch her here. Yeah, I'm going to move here for the wild, making her move to Batman. That ends my turn. Then it's Aquaman's turn, and we've got a lot to do on Aquaman's turn. First, we're going to flip the trident to split in adjacent locations to punch twice. First blood. So 1, 2. We've got to move. We've got a wild. So we can move, punch, rescue. We can... Either way you slice it, this just works out. So we'll do that, where I will move. Can't run away now, milady. Punch her again. Trademark police. And then rescue civilian there. All right, it's her turn. You better run. You better run. You better run, lady, because I'm a coming. Okay, what do we got? What do you got? Oh, no. No. Oh, no. All right, let's see how this shakes out. Let's see how it shakes out. Bam. 2 damage to 1 here in her location, which knocks Aquaman out. Aquaman goes down. She will play another card here. Cool. All right, let's take it by the numbers. Then she will add 2 here. And then she'll add 2 here, which will overflow. Aquaman's already KO'd. She'll add 2 here, which will overflow. Overflow, deal 1 damage to 1 here on that location. Cool. Actually, we'll flip the bracelets. Not take that damage. Then 1 damage in adjacents, and that's it. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad, because it's Batman's turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3. This is why you don't corner a wild animal. 4, sorry. 4 cards. We've got moving a punch, moving a punch, and give basically a Professor X. Give a wild token from the pool to any hero. So boom, 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 boom. Okay. So if I give a wild token, I still get to punch her twice, taking her down to 2. Can Wonder Woman do the job? I believe so. We're going to do that. I have 2 punches here. Counter 1, 2. So punch, punch, move. Then flip, use in your turn, punch in your in an adjacent location with a batarang to the face. All right, Greg. And then let's go ahead and end this, right? So that ends your turn. You may rescue one from here. Sure, why not? Let's do that. And then Wonder Woman. I mean, we're going to do that. So we're going to move. Even if we say that he's out of play, which is not true, he's still in play, but let's say he is out of play. So that's move, move, a boom, KO. Take that, Cheetah. Woohoo, we won. We won. But even if it wasn't, it would have been a double punch. So we took down the Cheetah. That actually was fun. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We used our equipment cards. We built that stuff up so where it's set. And it was a good time. It was a good time by all for that win. So we were able to take out Cheetah. So this is a double feature for people who are just joining. I wanted to showcase Cheetah because I know Steve and Kim played Darkseid, and I've seen a few people play Joker all over the place. I'm going to be playing Lex. So I'll be playing Lex Luthor. So we'll just set up real quick. How did I think about this fight? The cards are gorgeous. The card stock is top notch as usual. The vibrancy of the colors are just beyond amazing. So people who are wondering like how do the cards stack up to season 2, season 1, season 3, they stack up really well and the colors are insanely vibrant. Aquaman's also amazing, so shame on you all for not using him. Batman didn't get a chance to use a lot of his Batmaniness, but he was still a good fighter for what we had. And then Cheetah, she was doing all right. We did okay against her. We had 4 cards left, so we were doing okay. So we are going to bring in the new heroes. You'll just watch setup. I'm going to swap out 1 location, the villain, 2 heroes, maybe 3 heroes. We're going to swap out the other 3 heroes so you can see all the heroes on this one if you want. We'll swap out the other heroes so you can see them. So let's pull these out. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Shall I rain on your parade? I don't know what that means. There we go. So let's go ahead and boom, boom, boom. I think if you're probably going to say that, oh, Batman was KO'd, so she would have moved again to Aquaman's location, it still would have worked out the win because Aquaman wouldn't have moved. He would have punched her a couple times and then moved back over here and then hit her with the adjacency, which gave Batman the move double hit. With that final move, Wonder Woman would have moved twice to the location and knocked her out. So we still would have won. Even if someone holds fast to the rule that I worked out the entire thing in my head. I should have done it that way potentially, but oh, you're right. She would have gone here. She would have gone to the Hall of Justice. Which still works out. She wouldn't have gone to Smallville. She would have gone to the Hall of Justice. When a single hero enters the Cheetah's location and there are no other heroes there. Oh, you're right. Oh, big miss. Big miss. Look at this. When a single hero enters the Cheetah's location and there are no other heroes there, she moves clockwise. That's where my brain stopped. She moves clockwise to the next location with a threat. The next location with a threat
it would have been, let's see, there was one here, and there was one here. So she would have moved to Smallville, which means Batman, he had a move. He would have gotten this far, so he would have only been able to hit her once. Aquaman would have moved here to hit her twice, but then he'd have moved in her location, making her move to Themyscira, where Wonder Woman would have taken her out. Yep, I see it. I see it, Gunner. It's a good catch. Redo. No, I think it works. I think it still would have worked out for the win because, yeah, Aquaman did a lot of damage to her. For Aquaman to be able to do that damage to her, he would have had to move here instead of here on his turn. So he would have moved here, punched her twice. The double punch still would have worked. He would move here, punched her twice, moved in her location. She would have came over here. It'd have been Batman's turn. Batarang her, move, hit her, Wonder Woman, knock her out. We would have been fine. We would have been fine. Yep, we would have been fine. I had to run that. I had to run it in my head, but no, it was a mistake that I definitely screwed up. But we still would have won that round. Yeah, we still would have won that round. Next villain, Mr. Luthor. And let's grab Gotham City and Central City. Switching out 2 locations. We're going to switch out Themyscira for Gotham City. And we're going to switch out Atlantis for Central City. So we're going to switch those 2 out. So if no threats, she would not move, correct? If there was no heroes, yes. If we got rid of all threats, she could not move. That is correct, Casey. All right, Lex. Let's go ahead and put you here. Clear this off. We made a boo-boo in a playthrough. How dare I? I failed you for the last time. Let's grab our 3 new heroes. Soups, Flash, and Cyborg. Take these lovely people away. Take Cheetah away. And bring out Lex Luthor. Yeah, the adjacency punch would have still... That is what did it for us. If it wasn't for the adjacency punches, I would have probably called it a loss, a fail, a bad play. But the adjacency punches helped. But yeah. So, yes, if you're watching this later, Gunner is correct. Gunner is wise. She should have moved to Smallville. But we still would have beat her. I had the tools. I had the talent. And we've got you. You and you. Hey, Wolfie, what's going on? Cool. So here we go. You're going to start in Smallville. Kind of makes sense for that. Y'all are going to start there. Get this on shuffle. And let's break out the Luthor stuff. All right. Hero cards are going to be for Superman, Cyborg, and the Flash. All right. Flash has a ring, and then we've got some extra equipment, but I want my double wiles, so Flash is the only one. Do I even want to use this? I think you saw the usefulness of this. Yeah, the Speed Force conduits. I won't use this equipment card. We're just going to go straight double wilding it. As is. We're doing it live! Alright, so let's talk about Mr. Luthor. So, what do we got? Luthor's got a special setup. Hall of Doom must be villain's starting location. Don't place a threat card in the Hall of Doom. Okay, so we gotta use the Hall of Doom. No muss, no fuss, no coconuts. Hall of Doom. So end of turn, you must add two. End of turn, you must add 2 thugs to this location. Then you may reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck. So let's put you here. Let's get rid of Hall of Justice and put the Hall of Doom there. How about... Cool. How about that? There we go. Problem solved. Look at that. We're solving problems left and right. Lex is starting there. We're going to start over here. Oh, really? So that's his starting one. No threat's going to go there. And then we're going to flip him over and take a look at what we got to see. So he's going to start off with 5 health. I don't have an image of him, so we're just going to use the Cheetah image for 5 health. 5 health, right? Yeah. 5 health. He's a human. Bam! In Lex Luthor's location, rescue 1 civilian, defeat 1 thug, and deal 1 damage to a henchman. Then add 1 civilian to each location with a single hero, and 2 thugs to each location with 2 or more heroes. And if he is under pressure, he'll instead do that. Tom, hey! Overflow. Draw a Master Plan card and add it to face down the storyline. Special rules. KO equals BAM, and the heroes lose if any mission is completed during the villain turn. Aw, you suck. Really? Okay. Alright. Okay, so he can help us win, but we have to be careful. Okay, we got this. We got this. We got this, people. We got this. Let's see what we got. Don't get me wrong, Canje. I don't accuse you of cheetahing. Damn it, Gunner. Let's see. Don't know if it was already talked about this stream, but what do you think of the Teen Titans expansion? We're going to talk about all that at the end. We'll talk about all that at the end, Ties. The art is gorgeous. Yes, it is. Trading justice for doom? How will the heroes ever succeed on today's episode of DC Superheroes United Canje Edition? Hey, Tom, what's going on? Hello, so glad you're showing this off. I'll have to catch up when I'm home. Love me some Marvel United. Love the Teen Titans box with Trigon and the Beast Boy cards. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be good. We'll talk about all of it. All of it. All right, let's get into this. So, he starts at the Hall of Doom, and we lose as soon as he clears a mission. The Cheetah. Another thing that people have been talking about. Oh, this is the first time that henchmen can be villains. No, it's not. Sinister Six. The Sinister Six box, perfect example. Plus, there are a ton more. But the Sinister Six, even in the core box, has Bob, Agent of Hydra. It has Crossbones. So, no, not true. Sorry if this is ass, but the Flash version. Sorry if this is asked, but the Flash version is Barry, and do they have a JSA expansion? I haven't looked too much. We don't know yet, Barrett. Hello, Barrett. We don't know yet. This is Barry Allen. We don't know if they're doing Bart and man, the other name just slipped my head. Kid Flash. So we don't know if they're doing them, but most likely they will. Most likely they'll do those, and they'll do Jay Garrick. Which means if they're doing a Flash box, they also have to do, they also have to do Zoom and all the other Flash inferences of those villains that are on there. So we'll see what they have.
Wally. Thank you, Wally West. Yeah. So I will be very surprised if they don't have that in there. Yeah, not a problem. Cheetah, bam, deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. The cheetah can't be damaged unless heroes first forfeit a move in this location on their turn, so her nimbleness. Alright, makes sense. So let's put her... I'll do them, why not? We've got Gorilla Grodd. 5 health. Deal 2 damage to 1 hero in this location. He rules Gorilla City. Heroes leaving this location... So he's the blob. Heroes leaving this location uses 2... He's basically the blob. Yeah. He'll go to Metropolis. We'll have the Joker. Bam. Each hero in this and both adjacent locations turn face down either their earliest or latest face-up card in the storyline, if possible. The Joker can't be damaged as long as there are any thugs in this location. Holy crap, this dude's hard. All right, we're going to throw you over here. All right. Then what do we got? We've got Sinestro. This is what he's also a villain that I really like. Henchmen are such a cool concept. I'm glad they added this new... I'm not talking to you now. I'm not talking to you. So Sinestro, bam. Add 1 thug to each location adjacent to Sinestro, then deal 1 damage to 1 hero in Sinestro's location. Sinestro can't be damaged by using symbols at the bottom of hero cards. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. All right. That's a lovely mechanic. And then finally, we've got... Oh, you can't go to Legion of Doom. Black Manta. So this is an Aquaman villain. If you've watched the Aquaman movies. I'm keeping my opinion of myself on that. Black Manta, bam. Deal 1 damage to 1 hero in each adjacent location. So Electro. Black Manta can't be damaged by heroes in this location. What? Wow. This is gonna be hard. Okay. Alright, so this is where we're going. This is how it's set up. The board's set. Let's shuffle up. Ooh, he has... So, if you've played Spider... So, if you're seeing this once again, you're like, oh, a hero with 2 starting cards. This is new. It's not. This is in the Spider-Geddon box. We have... I think... Silk has 2. And I think... Doc Ock Spider-Man has 2. Take out Craven first. But real cool to So Faithful to Black Manta suit. Yeah. Yeah. There was a series that was interesting. Yeah, the Aquaman movies were interesting. 12. Okay, I could just shuffle it. I don't know if anybody's watched that or if you like both Aquaman movies. That's... Whew. And you know, I think it's tough. It's very hard. I've said this before. It's very hard to... it's very hard to make a DC movie. Because DC space should be animated. I think that's where they do best. There's more of a suspension of belief with the animated series, any of the animated series that you can tolerate with the rest of the DC movies. But the movies themselves, the wife liked them, can't figure out why. Matthias, don't waste your time on Aquaman 2. There are other shows you can watch that are more worth your time. From my personal opinion, should I say. But I think that if you want to get a great insight into DC, and you're like, why do people love it so much? Watch any of the DCAU, DC Animated Universe movies. They're fantastic. Even the first one that they did, which was World's Finest, which was a Batman Superman movie, I still love that one. I think it's great. And of course, if you were a kid, or if you were a kid during this, I think it was the 90s, Batman the Animated Series. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, so let's see what Superman's starting off with. Y'all already see his playthrough. One of his starting cards, Invulnerability. So, Adam Warlock. You may ignore 1 damage during each turn. Oh no, this is not because Adam Warlock can't die. You may ignore 1 damage each turn. If you do, you may punch in your location. Not bad. We've got Flight. You may treat any heroic and punch at the bottom of hero cards in the storylines as moves. And some Heat Vision. This art is just gorgeous. Top-notch artwork. Top-notch. So that's Superman's starting hand. We got the Cyborg. Victor Stone, as he is called. Double punch. We got Boom Tubes. Move to any location. You may bring another hero in your location with you. All right, a little bit of teleporting. Oh, 2 Boom Tubes. Okay, that'll work. And then the Flash has a star. We've got Speed Force Conduit. Gain a move token for each other face-up Speed Force Conduit card in the storyline. This turn, you may perform 1 free heroic or punch in each location you enter. Okay, I understand how that works. And then we have a move and a punch. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. All right, let's give him a shuffle. I'm doing a DC Tomorrowverse watch right now, leading up to a Part 3 Crisis. I watched Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1 on HBO Max. I can't find Part 2. Like, it's not on there, or maybe I'm just old and blind. But I want to watch Part 2 of Infinite Crisis so we can see how that goes, and hopefully it'll come up with, I'm curious to see how it works out. Well, I know how it works out, but I'm curious to see how the animated universe works it out, and if they plan to continue on with more DC stuff during that time. All right, let's kick it. Let's kick it with the first. Call it 3 and a bam. Ready? Move clockwise to the next location with the henchman with the least health remaining, if possible. Double Agent, deal 2 damage to the henchman in Lex Luthor's location. If not, instead he would bam if he was under pressure, but he's not. So he's trying to act like he's a big old hero. So health, 5, 3, Sinestro. So Sinestro, he'll come over here, and he'll hit Sinestro for, let's get the health up. Let's get the health up. So you're actually helping me with Sinestro. So Sinestro goes down to 1 health. Gorilla Grodd has 5. You have 4. You have 4. And you have 3. He does not bam, because then all his stuff will kick. So he doesn't bam. Instead, he just moves across and does 2 damage to Sinestro. All right. Now we can kill Sinestro. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Superhuman Breath. You may rescue all civilians in your location and or move any number of thugs in your location to an adjacent location. That'd be great if I was here. Each hero in this and both adjacent locations. Okay, so he can't stop me right now, and we could try to take care of this corridor before dealing with her. And you, Black Manta, cannot be damaged by heroes in his location. So these are both range shots that need to happen. Let's go ahead and play the invulnerability card. So you may ignore 1 damage during each villain turn. If you do, you may punch in your location. And I gain a wild. I think I could just move here, honestly, because he can't hurt me. Mitch, what's going on? Thank you so much for subscribing.
All right, he can't hurt me if I move in this location, but he can. So I think what I'm just going to do is just punch. Because no one else can hurt me if we don't move. You can't hurt my site. Their site's based on movement. All right, moving a star. I got boom tubes. I don't want to move anywhere just yet. I can move here, sacrifice, and then hit you for 1. Flipping this card isn't going to hurt my feelings. So that's good. But you would hit me for 1. He is in a not great place. And because of Gotham City, oh, any henchman, you're a henchman. Entering play in this location has 1 extra health, and you could go above, so you actually have 4 health to start. What are we talking? Sorry, I missed. Looks like I missed something. Are you backing, or are you backing DC? Yes. I normally play United 3-handed solo. Do you find it harder to keep track of everything with all the new charts? No, there's no new. I think that's the thing. Like I was saying, Mitch, that there's no new cards. There's just updated AI or UAI. Duh. I'm dumb. There's updated UI. So there's no the new ability. The only new ability I've seen so far is the under pressure ability, I believe. So there's not new thing, which is fine. Canje, the image is still Cheetah. Did you address? Yes, I did address that because I said I don't have Luthor's image, so I just up Cheetah's health and reusing that image instead. So I had addressed that I had failed you horribly, and I'm sorry. There was a time where I thought I was a good content creator. Yeah, I addressed it. No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm being silly. No, don't be sorry. I want y'all to check me just to make sure I'm playing it right. If I'm not playing it right, you need to let me know. Oh, for the health tracker, yeah. Shouldn't we say it's more that everything from S123 is used more extensively? Yeah, we can. We can say that. I could say that. Yeah, I think it. Well, not extensively. I mean, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Y'all want to see gameplay? We'll talk about it. All right. So what am I doing? We're doing the move in the star, right? So let's. The Joker flip face down of this doesn't bother me too much right now, so I am going to... The 1 damage will suck, but it is what it is. During setup, if this is the villain's starting location, it's not. So we're just going to move here. I'm going to rescue 1. Right? So I move... Yeah, move there, rescue 1. And then I have a wild. Let's go ahead and... Well, why would I move then? I'm rethinking my life decisions, my life choices right now. Move to any location. You may bring another hero with you. I could move here, but that's 2 damage. If I move here, that's 2 damage on a BAM. This is the only location that I'm kind of safe right now. I could punch you now. Ooh, that'll work. Yeah. Let's do this. Boom tube. So let's move over here. I'm not bringing another hero with me. I'm going to punch you for 1 because there's no villains, no thugs in your location, and I'll rescue 1. There we go. There we go. All right. This turn, you may perform 1 free punch in each location you enter. If I didn't boom tube, that'd been great to punch him a little. So what do we want to do? I got a star. It's gonna do me about as good as a ice cream cone on Hoth. Let me see. What do I want to do? Honestly, nothing. I can't hit you. I can't be damaged by heroes in his location. Can't be damaged by using symbols at the bottom of hero cards. Oh! Wreck? No, that's okay. Because I could kill him with that. I'm going to retcon something from the start. I didn't pay attention to that. Superman would have ended his turn here. Okay. So then Flash. Let's get the move and the punch up. And you're just going to punch this guy. There we go. Fixed it. All right, so that's it. So that works. That sucks. Let's do it. What's next? The Artful. 3 and a bam. Masterful Deception. Accelerate the next villain turn by 1. 1, 2, 3. Bam. In Lex Luthor's location, rescue 1 civilian, defeat 1 thug, and deal 1 damage to a henchman. You're going to 2. Then add 1 civilian to each location with a single hero and 2 thugs to each location with 2 or more heroes. Civilian. 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 Okay. Then the BAM effects kick from where he lands. Joker. Each hero in this and both adjacent locations turns face down either their earliest or latest face-up card in the storyline. So that would be Cyborg. That's fine with me. Tick, tick, tick. Groot. Deal 2 damage to 1 hero in this location. Hero leaving this location using move must move double instead. Not a problem. This says add 1 thug to each location. Add 1 thug to each location adjacent to Sinestro. Then deal 1 damage to 1 hero in Sinestro's location. You deal damage to Superman. Superman's ability says you may ignore 1 damage during each villain turn. If you do, you may punch in your location by Sinestro. Let's take him out. Whoop. Deal 1 damage to each adjacent location. Superman does get hit for 1. Let's do that one. And here. Cool. Whoop. Deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. That's it. And that's it. That's the villain turn. Then, Masterful Deception. Accelerate the next villain turn by 1. The acceleration token, boom, is going to fall on him. What does that mean? Oh, what does that mean? That means that he gets to go after the second hero, not the third. So he basically moves his turn up earlier by 1. So it'll be 1, 2, Luthor, 3. It'll be like he's under pressure for 1 turn, basically. All right. Okay. Oh, that's fair. I could do it here. I usually do it, but that makes sense. I could put it up there. It's not. I mean, wherever you want to put it. All right. So it is Superman's turn. Wild token. I got to move and punches. And Gorilla Grodd looks like he's ready for a shanking. So I could move over here, but I'd only be able to hit him for 3. Not 5. And it's not real Christian over here, so we need to fix that problem. You may remove from the game 1 card. What do we want to do? We could... I can't kill him. Honestly. I can't do it just yet. So what can we do? I can knock you down to 2. I could boom tube over and kill you. That seems to be the plan. So let's do that. Move. Bop, bop, bop. Knocking you down to 2 health. Then we're going to do this, and we're going to boom tube over and kill him. So we're going to boom tube over here, and then kill you for 2 punches. Meaning that. And we have a star, so let's do the star, and then we will rescue end of turn here. The Flash. Speed Force Conduit. Gain a move token for each other face-up Speed Force Conduit. In the storyline, this turn you may perform 1 free heroic or punch in each location you enter. That sounds fun. So I could do that, move here, do that. Yeah, we want to get the Speed Force Conduit stuff going. So I'm going to gain a movement token, and I'm going to do a rescue here. There we go. Mitigated. Oh, it's Lex's turn. It's Lex's turn. It's Lex's turn because he's accelerated. It's Lex's turn. Put that back. Let's not play like a newbie. It's Lex's turn because he accelerated. For and a bam. Supreme Schema. Until the next villain phase, heroes can use either the symbols at the bottom or the special effect of the card they play. All right, well, that'll just change a little bit of my plan. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he moves there. He then bams. In Lex Luthor's location, rescue 1, defeat 1, and deal a Damagio to a henchman. Then add 1 and to a place with 1 and 2 to a placement with 2. Then you don't hit anybody. Tick, 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 tick. You electro this area. Don't hit anybody. You don't hit anybody. Then until the next villain turn, heroes can either use the symbols or the thingy Madoohickey. So he's going to he's still going to use the same card. I'm still going to use the same card. I don't get the... That's okay that I don't get one. I have a move and a star. I could... I mean, I know what I want to do. I'm just going to do this. Aquaman and Wonder Woman could have taken him out, but we'll see what we'll see if Lex could take him out, and then we need to kill you. Basically, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so boom, boom, boom. He accelerated, boom. So then it's gonna go 2 more heroes than him, if I remember correctly from Accelerate. It's not. It's 2 more heroes than him. The special win condition is if he ever. Oh, the win condition. The win condition for us is to beat him. There's no special win condition.
The villainous plot is if he clears one of these cards, if he does it, we lose. Alright, so it is Superman's 10. Starting a punch. This ain't too bad. This isn't bad. This actually isn't a bad card to have. I could do flight too. Flight will get me where I want to go. I'm thinking of putting flight down just to get me to the Joker's location. This is going to be tight. Because if I use flight, I could get to the Joker's location. But then I need to be able to... This is going to be tight. Yeah, this is going to be a tight play. It's not too bad. Because if I flip flight, that's not going to bother me. So let's go ahead and play flight. I want to put myself here. I have two parts of a plan. All right, so then it is Victor's cybernetic enhancement. During any of your turns, flip this card to either move punch, move star, or star punch with punch. The trick now is how do I want to do this? I know what I want to do, I just don't know how to pull this off. He should have been in the center. These two work well together. We could play cybernetic enhancement to stop the overflow here. I think I'm gonna need... If Lex goes next and kills you, I can kill him. I can't kill... Unless I get like some type of heat vision card. That puts us in a lot of danger. So I'm gonna play this to punch. And that's it. I need to stay spread out. I need to stay spread out. Yeah, I need to stay spread out for what's coming. Him hitting Cheetah is not a big deal. I don't care about that. I have ways to mitigate Cheetah. He's the problem. Alright, so... It's Lex's turn, if I recall correctly. He would have gone here. No, it's Flash's turn. It's Flash's turn, then it's Lex's turn, because all we did was just switch those two. 1, 2, 3, him. Because we just accelerated him 1, which it would have been this. So then it's the Flash's turn, then it's his turn. If I recall correctly. Let me know if I'm playing that wrong, but I believe all it did was just move it up. Because the Flash would have went. The Flash gets to go twice now before his with acceleration, right? Acceleration always screws up the avenue. That's why I always got double guess myself. I think it's the Flash's turn. I don't think it slows down the next turn. So I think it's the Flash's turn, then Lex. Because if we look at it, it would have been this. Which means it would have been the Flash's turn. But he just went before the Flash. Which means it should still be the Flash's turn. And this game came with no rulebook. So, let's see. Okay, it's Lex's turn. I'm looking it up now. Accelerated Marvel United. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. I see it. It's just a one turn shift. It's Lex's turn because according to these rules here, it's saying 3 cards, then him, unless under pressure, 2 cards, no matter what. So 1, 2, 3. So it's just his turn again. There you go. You always got to check. You don't know. You don't know. You always got to check. Tuna Bam, Supreme Schemer. So same thing with Tuna Bam. All right. So 1, 2. All right. This is interesting. 1, 2. Bam. Deal rescue 1. Okay. Defeat and punch. You're down to 1 health. Then 1 civilian. 1 civilian. 1 civilian. Okay. I have to be very prescriptive with what I do here. Okay. So that's Bam. Bam here. I'm either flipping that or flipping this. And I'm flipping this. No more flight. Tick, 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 tick. Bam. Nobody. Nobody. We're good. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Then we're either, until the next villain turn, heroes can use either the story, the symbols at the bottom or the special effects, but not both. Okay, so the trick here is not to kill the Joker unless I can kill you. Flash's turn. Double wild. And you're here. I can give Superman a double wild, but that's not going to amount to nada. You can't rescue 2 people unless you can rescue 2 people, and I haven't seen that card. And all I got is a punch. Gain movement tokens for each other face-up in the storyline. This turn you may perform 1 free heroic in each location you enter. So I can gain 1 move token and a thingamadoohickey for that. This is going to be so tricky. If there's another Speed Force conduit and this is like She-Hulk, this can work. I just need to be very careful with how I do this. So let's Speed Force conduit it. And we'll do the top effect, which will gain us a move. And then I could punch, move, rescue, or punch, move, move. This would overflow. That would be bad. Can move, punch. Oh, I can either use the symbols at the bottom or this. The symbols at the bottom or so that's it. I would have to spend this to rescue someone if I want to do anything, which I will. That's all I get. I can't use that. So that's okay. Alright. Soups. Heat Vision. During any of your turns, flip this card to punch. Split as you like in adjacent locations. Ermagerd. Ooh. The double wild would have been helpful. I could have done the. I could have cleared the threat with this. Blast it! Dang it! All right, so let's see. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Dad gummit. Victor's turn. Victor would have to rescue this to stop him, but it'll put him under pressure, and that's okay. Oh, biscuits. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Victor, you can't get over there and kill him, unfortunately. I'm thinking of rolling the dice. I'm thinking of rolling the dice on this one. I think I could kill him. He will only do 2 damage. Or maybe 1 damage. 2 or 1 damage. Ugh, this hurts my soul so bad. Because I could put that down, move here, and hit him for 2. Or I could just star punch, but Victor has to rescue. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Let's put him under pressure. I'm going to do this. Frickin' frick. But it'll put him under pressure and he's going to go... Yeah. Okay. I'm going to beat the Joker. So that is with a punch. I'm going to rescue the civilian. And I'm not going to move. And I'll heal. He's not under pressure yet. Victor will pull a wild. He'll play a wild. And he will rescue you, putting you under pressure. He will punch here. And he will punch again with the wild. Okay. Here we go. This game could throw a wrench in my whole plan right now. Here we go. Move clockwise to the next location with the most civilians if possible. Rescue all... No, I'm okay. We're okay. He's under pressure. He's just going to bam. Okay, we're okay. All right. So move clockwise to the next location with the most civilians if possible. The next locations with the most civilians is here. Okay. Then he's under pressure, so he's going to bam. He's going to rescue 1. He's going to punch 1. And he's going to deal 1 damage to you. All right, no bam. Flash is turned. Flash, I need the double wild, my friend. I need the double wild for what I need to do. I need the double wild, buddy. All right, so we're going to throw the double wild down. Okay, so then we're okay. We got 3 wilds. Move 1, 2. No, we can't do that. We need to move 1, 2. I can't rescue 2 because Superman's next, and he can't. Can he give me that punch I need? Because Superman's going to use his move here, 1 wild here, laser him for 2. It's not enough to kill him. Damn it! It's not enough to kill him. I could move here. I can kill her. No, I can't. Dang it! Alright, heat vision's gotta wait. We gotta wait 1 more round for this. So do we want to use this? We can set ourselves up with the heat vision for sure. Hmm. Damn, 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 damn. We could do. Hey, Dave. We could do. This is tricky. Because I was like, if I can get these two, I can clear that, which opens him up to get punched. I like him. I like him a lot. I like him a lot. We can do. If I do the move and a punch, I need one more Speed Force conduit, and that's gonna set me up real nice. But if I could do a move and a punch, or a move, sorry, a move and a star, I can move here and rescue, giving Superman what he needs. But the double wild will do just as well. I can do the double wild. Superman will have a double wild. But unless he gets a double wild, I can't beat Cheetah. I just have to. I gotta use the force. I gotta use the force in this. So let's do. Move. I got two wilds. Move. Rescue. That's going to be my undoing. But when you're targeting computer, that's going to be my undoing. That's going to be my undoing. Here we go. All right. Come on, soups. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm willing the double wild in here. Here we go. Come on. I just start playing the Star Wars Battle of the Sith music in your head. Ta da ta da da. Here we go. Yes. All right. Move. Sacrifice that to kill you. Oh my gosh. Woo! You're not gonna win that way, buddy. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. There's one more win condition for him, but that's it. And it says you may gain a star. So let's gain our star. There's one more win condition for him that we need to nullify. Here we go. My heart's beating. I love this guy. He's awesome. Counterclockwise to the next locations with the most. We lost. Bark. Oh, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. We didn't lose. Oh my god, we didn't lose. Okay. All right. We're okay. 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 We almost lost. Move counterclockwise to the next locations with the most thugs, which is here. He would have done that awful thing, but he's not. Instead, he's going to bam. His bam says add one thug and one civilian to his location. Your bam is you're going to hit Superman, who Superman doesn't take the damage. He instead fires something in his location. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, did we just win this game? What is happening? Did I miss something? I gotta roll back. Somebody's gonna say I made a mistake. Somebody says I made a mistake somewhere. Did I miss something? Competition, I guess. Pressure here. There. I think we've played it right. I think we've played it right. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. I think okay, all right. All right, everybody's saying they think I'm good. Everybody's saying they think I'm good. Okay. So, then it is Cyborg's location, or turn, location. Cyborg's turn. That, my friend, is a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 straight damage to your stupid face. Then we're going to rescue this guy, because your overflow is dumb. Then it is... Did I draw a card? I didn't draw a card. There. Double wild. Oh my god! Instead of the punches, I'd use the double wild. Yeah! So, there we go. Then... you just won! Flash's turn. Burst of Lightning. This turn, you may perform 1 free turn in each location you enter. KO. Oh my gosh. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. We could kill the 2 and then just drive by and slam punch him in the face for the win. And that will clear everything if we wanted to, but oh my gosh, that was amazing. Okay. All right, so we won that fight. This was fun. I like this. I like that. Let's talk about... yeah. Let's talk about the villains of the core, because I've got them here, right? All right. So you've seen many people play the Joker. Does my zoom work worth a damn here? Let me see. Does it? Yeah. There we go. You've seen many people play the Joker, so I don't have to explain how he works, right? But it's more investigation with the Joker cards and how they're set up. So you can watch any number of people play this character to go through to see him played. Co-op. Kim and Steve at the Co-op Guild played Darkseid, so you can watch their playthrough to see how he goes. I played Cheetah just now, and Gunnar was correct. I did make a mistake with Cheetah in terms of she was supposed to go to Smallville. However, the win would have still been the same. I ran it back, like we talked it back over previously in the playthrough, but the win would have still been the same to beat her, so I'm counting it as a win, because when I played it back, we still would have had enough to kill her. It just would have been 1 more turn, but we would have killed her. So you've seen Cheetah get played today, and then finally you've seen Lex Luthor. Watch the Darkseid game; he looks so tough. Yeah. So in terms of my like of this core box, which is this is what you're getting for your core box, right? In terms of what I like, I really like him. I think Lex is my number 1 for core box DC, followed up by Joker, because the trick of flipping tokens to see what's where, I actually like the investigate the Joker mission that's on here that we're trying to complete. So he's number 2. Darkseid's number 3, because he's just Darkseid, right? Omega Beam Darkseid. And then Cheetah's number 4. It doesn't mean that Cheetah's bad. I think it was just more... Cheetah reminded me of Vulture, where Vulture had that thing with at the end of... If people don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain how Vulture worked in Sinister Six. For Vulture, at the end of Vulture's turn, he would move to the opposite... He would move to a location and force all heroes to go to an opposite location. So at the end of every villain turn, he would be like, okay, he's going to move here, and all heroes, no matter where you are, have to be in the opposite location of him. She doesn't operate that way, but she gave me that vibe whenever, like, I felt that vibe from her for whenever you move into her location, she would just kind of run away. She's agile and she's nimble and she'll run away from you. The nice thing about her is that it's an ongoing effect. It's not an end of turn effect. So if she's ever in a location with without a hero, she's just going to run away. Otherwise, she's engaged. I think there are characters that I can use to undo her from X-Men. And so I did get that vibe of Vulture. Did you ever play Vulture in the campaign? Yes, I did. I play it when so for people curious, Co-op Guild and I did a year-long campaign that was created by Dom. It's in the channel below. Like if you go to my channel, scroll down, you'll see I have the whole thing in order there, with both our channels in that box. And so we played through all of Dom's campaign. Took us almost a year to do it. It covered all of S1 and S2 content, and I fought the Sinister Six, and we beat them. They were tough, but we beat them. So, but that's why I put her at the lower rank. It's that the new mechanic was her moving away always until you can corner her and then fight her. The dark side one I really liked was just he is trying to clear threats. And when he clears threats, you lose the game. So, new rendition of the villain clearing threats, but he's just power. He's just dark side. Joker was fun, like I said, for the investigative part. But Lex Luthor, I loved that. Oh, you want to clear thugs, civilians, and threats? Sure, I'll help you do that and win the game as soon as I do one of them, which made it a nice, sweet puzzle for you to try to figure out. So this is my top ranking right now for this. I think these are these are all different feel of a villain, so you're getting a different feel, right? For the locations, I think a lot of rehash was had. I'm not mad about it. Don't think that I'm like disappointed or mad about it. Gain a punch token. Yeah, okay. This one, you may remove one card from the game to flip any card in the storyline. This is new. So this is a new mechanic because it says to flip any card in the storyline, not a face down, face up card. So for instance, if you use this with villains who flip cards, there's a few in season 2 and season 1, you can undo them very easily with this location. So this is new. There's no other season 1, season 2, or season 3. I have not seen this yet. This is the same. So you may rescue a civilian. You must, if you end your turn in this location, you must add 2 to this location. Then you may reveal the top card of Master Plan deck. We've seen something similar to this in season 2. If you have one or more, this is like Parker's house, like Peter Parker's house. That's very similar. The central city, during setup, if the villain starts there or something happens, that's new, but the gain a heroic token, that's in there as well. So just to let you know how that breaks down. I like this new board here. It is bigger than the standard board from seasons 1 and season 2. So you see me using my mat, this is usually what it looked like. But because we've added the under pressure mechanic and then built these down to let you know when the villain goes under pressure, it's a little bit thicker and wider, and that's okay. That doesn't bother me. I actually like it. It doesn't bug me at all. I'm curious to see, right now we're using, and I'm just going to make this a little dirty, we're using the cards, but there's the upgrade. You will have an upgrade of not using cards and using the cardboard locations. So I'm very curious if they're going to be able to fix that problem. Like with the cardboard locations, for the cardboard for locations themselves, for this, it's a small little snip. So they're going to have to do the same here. Otherwise, it's just going to be weird, right? So I'm assuming, keep your eyes open for that, but I'm assuming there's going to be like a shorter clipped area here for that. The new addition, where is it? I just saw it. The one thing that is the token that is not in season 1, 2, or 1 or 2, but will be in season 3, is this token. Oh, whoopsie. This token. So the mechanic is in seasons 1 and 2 and 3, seasons 1 and 2, but the token is not in season 1 and 2. And what this token is play a card randomly from your hand.
So that ability is in season 1 too, but there was never a token for it, and now there is a token for it. I believe it was introduced in the Spider-Geddon set, I believe, but it wasn't before, so therefore you just throw that on your deck, and when it's your turn, you take it off, shuffle, and do what you need to do. In terms of, I'm just kind of running through a lot of this with y'all. In terms of component quality, these are really great quality. These are really showing red on red, right? That makes smart move, Derek. Smart move. These quality, it keeps getting better and better. The molds keep getting better and better. Season 1 looked okay. Season 2, brilliant. Season 3 looks stunning, and this one just kind of goes along with that. It goes along with what's there. The overarching thing to keep in mind when people are purchasing this, if you've never played Marvel United and you're like, I hate Marvel, I don't want anything with it, I'm gonna just get in on DC Superheroes United. That's great. The core box will give you what you need. The core box gives some great variety. 4 villains, great variety of what's there, and I think that's fantastic. Let's take a quick look at. That's where I went to look up the rules. This is the GameFound page. Let's take a quick look at, and I'm gonna pull this up and then mute and pause for a second because we're gonna nerd out for a second. We're gonna nerd out for a minute. Let's join here, and we're going to. Yeah, we'll keep this. We'll mute it because I don't want it overarching. And then we'll just kind of forward it. Where are we going? Here. Yeah, so they talked about that. They talked about that. I want to see. Here it is. Okay. So this is the bit that I care about. Let's close this, get this full up. So this is the bit here, and I'm not going to unmute it because it's going to overshadow what's there, but we got this exclusive, and we're looking at here. Pause. All right. So Andrea, hey. All right. So with this, you're getting some really cool stuff for the first exclusive expansion, and I want people to understand that this is something that you got to come to grips with. Okay, you're just going to have to live with it. Any command will have GameFound, because now they're on GameFound. They will have exclusive crowdfunding content. You just have to lean into it. If you're like, I don't want blah, it's unfair. I know, I agree with you. It's the way of the world. So what are you gonna do, right? So this is going to be a crowdfunding exclusive content. I usually tell people if you want the best idea, and let's come back to that. I got to talk to that for a second, and we'll talk about that in our description as well. So we've got Raven, we've got Beast Boy, we've got Robin, Starfire, and Cyborg, who originally was a Teen Titan, is now part of the Justice League. We've got Deathstroke, and we've got Trigon as the villains that are on there. I was hoping Deathstroke would be purple. Yeah, I was hoping Deathstroke would be purple, but he's a villain. It would have been cool. It would have been cool, because he is an anti-hero of sorts from time to time. So this is what you're going to be getting in the Titan box, which I think is pretty cool. We look at their cards. So we've got Dick Grayson Robin instead of, Nightwing is when he goes off on his own. So you're going to have a bunch of Batman Robins, just to let you know. You're going to have, is it Azazel is Nightfall? You're going to have Dick Grayson. You're going to have the other one who went crazy, came back from Lazarus Pit and started killing people. You're going to have Red Robin. You're going to have Damian. You're going to have all the different Robins that come out with this. I have to believe that you're going to get
Basically, what they did with Wolverine, you're going to get Robin Inundation. Because there's 3 Robins, Batgirl, so much stuff. Anyway, um, Robin has kind of some his fighting sticks, his collie sticks that he's going to use to fight with. Starfire is going to just be amazing. Beast Boy is interesting because it says at the end of your turn, you may choose an animal form card and place it next to this card, replacing the ones already there, if any. If you are KO'd, remove the current animal form card from the game and immediately choose another. So that's a new mechanic. That is brand stinking new, and this is why people are pumped because that card is one letting him morph into a beast shape to using Beast Boy's abilities. But that mechanic's never been included in season 1 or 2. I haven't played season 3 yet to know if it's in there, but I do not believe it is. So that is a new mechanic, which I think is very, very cool for Beast Boy. And a lot of people are going to be interested in doing that. To be honest, I think what this is going to spur is people are going to create morph in homebrew with this mechanic. So, I mean, I'm thinking about it. After I saw this playthrough, I was like, I could homebrew Morph and do the same thing with him, and it would be amazing. So, just keep that in mind. That's one of their new ones. Beast Boy's animal abilities that you'll have on here are these different animal forms. So he's got a T-Rex. Do it. He has a T-Rex, a whale, a cheetah, a mouse, a werewolf, an owl, a dragon, and a bull. So you've got different animal forms with different abilities that can kind of help so he can overtake, play, and do some fun stuff with it, which would be pretty cool. And then Thaigo is showing off some stuff. So Deathstroke's assassination technique, unstoppable. Turn face up the earliest face down master plan card in the storyline if possible. He's got equipment, which makes sense. He's got techniques to fight you with. Trigon's got a Trigon challenge that's normal or Steve the game. So you can Steve the game with Trigon, which will be great. And he has no health. If you notice here, Trigon has no health. So there is no beating him. There's just trying to. So think about Dormammu. I feel that Trigon's gonna feel very Dormammu-ish. Yeah, the face the color coding looks cool as well. But I feel like you're gonna have that Dormammu challenge. Not mean that he's gonna be like Dormammu, where for people who don't know, um, Dormammu is a Doctor Strange villain, the Doctor Strange villain, and how you beat Dormammu is you outlast him. You have to outlast the Master Plan deck. That's it. You just have to survive. Um, I think the Trigon's going to feel the same way. It may not be that you have to survive the Master Plan deck, but he has no health, so therefore there's another mechanic on how to deal with him. Did you show anything else? New locations: Titan's Tower, Hive. I wonder if they're gonna do if they do like they have Hive Tower. That means to me that they're gonna have henchmen that are from Hive, and there's like Jinx and all the other ones that are on there, which will be cool. Yeah, so there you go. That's them, and then they did the box. Okay, all right. So that's a sample of what some of the things that we'll talk about in detail. I don't want to, because when the campaign starts, they're going to release more, right, and more information. And Steve, Kim, and I will cover that. It'll probably be on the Co-op Guild channel when they're ready to do it, and we'll get into it. But yeah, so a couple things I want to kind of be thankful for a minute. I want to say thanks to Kim and Steve from the Co-op Guild for putting in a good word for me to get me this preview. The 3 of us are massive fans of this game. If bar none, pound for pound, Kim and Steve have done more Marvel United content than anyone on the web. I throw that challenge out. They have done more Marvel United content, more Marvel United coverage, more about this game than any other content creator out there at all. So I think like them being able to get a chance to play it is well done. Come on, needs to recognize
the people, anyway, whatever. But I do want to thank them for getting me this as well. I really appreciate them looking out and giving me the chance to do this preview. Come on, thank you so much for saying, yeah, let this know nothing nobody give it a shot as well. So I really appreciate it. I'm sure. So I really appreciate that as well. Thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither and you're just coming to hang out, I really appreciate it. When season 3 drops, it's being delivered now to, I believe, I believe some of you have already gotten it. I think that at the end of July, beginning of August is when US will deliver. But when that delivers, we're going to be, Co-op Guild and I will be doing a lot of content on Marvel United season 3. We're going to be covering all of that, and then when Dom drops his new map that covers seasons 1, 2, and 3, we're going to start that campaign all over again and play through with everything. So just keep that in mind. There's going to be a lot of content coming up in the next few months as soon as we get our deliveries. I went all in on season 3, so did they. Honestly, I can sit here and say because I've said multiple times, all I'm going to do is back the core box and all Batman stuff for DC here at Superheroes United. But I gotta be honest with you, from the stuff I'm seeing, I think I might be all in on this one as well. And it's gonna be, have you seen the new map yet? Yes, I've seen part of it. I've seen part of the new map from Dom. He showed me a small part, and I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but I've seen part of the new map. So yeah, the crossover campaign is gonna come back. But yeah, I know, Dave. I know you told me. I think I'm gonna be all in for this. It's just, Marvel United is just such a good game. It's fast to the table, great for any age level, and the amount of heroes, so you got your pick of the litter, is just too good. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be all in on this, and I'm just gonna stop lying to myself right now. So when this drops in 4 days, I'm gonna be all in on it. It's just I struggle to find, for me, a game that does what this game does so eloquently. And I think that's the reason why I keep coming back to it. And this is a never cull game for my collection. I know a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people think it's too, we want something harder, give us some Marvel Champions or something. But for me, I love Marvel Champions, but this game beats that hands down for me. Sorry. Okay. I think I've thanked everybody. And I just want to let everyone know that it's just, this is a pleasure. I'm looking forward to season 3 so much. Steve and I are in constant communication about the plan for season 3 between our channels. And as soon as Dom is able to drop his new campaign map, we're immediately starting it. So wherever we are playing, whatever we are, we're starting it again. So just to let y'all know, that's going to be coming up. But cool. Painting anytime, Derek. I got a lot to paint. I got a lot to paint. So I still have Primal to finish painting. I gotta paint the minis for Explore It, and then I do have to paint. I'm not painting these. These aren't mine. But when I get mine, I do have to paint the Marvel United stuff as well. Yeah, I do plan to paint them. I think they're worth it. They're worth the paint. So I do plan to paint them and see where it goes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for Steve, Kim. Thank you so much for putting in a word for me to get this. I really appreciate it. And I'll be forwarding this on to the next person so that they can do their coverage. But look for the content that's coming out. What's coming up tomorrow, I'm playing Isofarian Guard. I keep pushing that out, but I have to play this and then send it off. So I pushed it out to tomorrow, which gives me a little bit more time with it. Tuesday, I don't know. Tuesday, I don't know. Thursday, I don't know. So we'll see where it goes from there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Always know I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.